In the automotive world, it's all about partnerships. Last year, the Scion IA was introduced. It's actually a Mazda 2. You would have never thought that Ford and Chevy, traditional rivals, would be co-developing a 10-speed automatic transmission. And now we have the Infiniti QX30. Infiniti is a luxury brand, Nissan's luxury division, and they needed an entry-level crossover. So they turned to their partners, Mercedes-Benz. You know, the GLA? Well, this is essentially the same guts as a GLA, obviously a different skin, a little different pricing, and it's really aimed at that entry-level luxury market. In order to make the QX30 look like an Infiniti, they had to add some design cues, like this double arch grille, the signature LED day running lights. You have this deeply sculpted body that you see on other Infinitis, and this crescent cut C-pillar. Unlike the GLA, the QX30 is only offered with one engine option. It's a 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbocharged engine from Mercedes-Benz, produces 208 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. You can get it, however, in standard front-wheel drive or optional all-wheel drive. 18-inch wheels are standard on the QX30 and 19-inch are optional. This is the all-wheel drive model, so it has the 18-inch wheels, and it's got the 7.9-inch ground clearance, which is 1.2 inches more than the standard 6.7-inch, or almost 2 inches more than the 6.1 inches on the Sport model. Now, if you're going to call something a crossover, you better have some ground clearance. If you look at all of Subaru's crossovers, by example, everything has over 8 inches. Infiniti has chosen Washington State to launch the QX30. We've had a nice mix of highway and country roads. It really does show off the driving dynamics of this QX30. They have made some suspension adjustments as opposed to the GLA, and it's been a while since we drove the GLA, but we feel like they're both pretty comparable. They've also have some differentiation in the steering and handling, and it's a nice car. This is not going to be any kind of sports car. It's not really a sports crossover. It's more kind of entry-level luxury to get people into the brand. Overall, we like what they've done. You do have standard paddle shifters, which is a nice touch. You got nice big bold gauges. A lot of these bits and pieces are direct from Mercedes-Benz, like the infotainment screen and a lot of the HVAC controls. Some things are unique to Infiniti. For example, these seats, they have the zero gravity memory foam in them that was really made famous by Nissan, has now trickled up, I should say, to Infiniti. The seats are okay. I didn't like them too much in the Sport model, but they seem to be a little more comfortable in this luxury all-wheel drive model. Overall, we think that Infiniti really needed this car. They needed something under a $30,000 price point to bring people into the brand, and they needed what they call a C-segment or entry-level crossover, so they have that. It's not very big, even though it's got more room than the GLA. Most of these vehicles in the segment, the X1 from BMW, the Audi Q3, as well as the Mercedes-Benz GLA, have very compromised second row seating, especially if you're sitting behind anybody probably over 5'6", you're going to have a hard time fitting back there. This wasn't designed to be a family car. It was designed to be more of an empty nester car. So imagine you're in your 50s or 60s, kids are out of the house, you want something with a little bit of utility, but don't want to spend big bucks, something that's easy to get in and out of, and the QX30 fits the bill. I'm not real thrilled with the ground clearance. I think if you're going to make a crossover, make a proper crossover and have some real utility as opposed to what they've done here. But for most people, I think this is how they're going to use it. Overall, it's an easy vehicle to recommend, considering there are only 3 true competitors. I think they have a good price point, and time will tell how they'll do in the marketplace. One of the ways Infiniti distinguished itself from the GLA is in the cargo space, which is very important to a buyer in this segment. You get 19.2 cubic feet with the second row down, which is 2 cubic feet more than the GLA. One thing you're not going to find, even though it is a luxury car, is a power liftgate. Overall, I like the QX30. I think it's going to be a welcome addition to the Infiniti brand. And with a starting price of under $30,000 for the front-wheel drive model, it has about a $3,000 price advantage over its German competitors, the Q3, X1, and GLA. However, when you look at the all-wheel drive version of the QX30, its starting price is right on par with those competitors. Thanks for watching. I'm Ron Doran. We'll see you next time on The Driver's Seat.